I used to just work at a grocery store, and on my 30-minute breaks I started making vlogs on TikTok, and then it took off and I joined the creativity beta program so I could start monetizing my content, aka making money off of views of my content. And it led to me being able to leave my full-time job and move across the country and like start over and afford things that I've never been able to afford. Like TikTok literally changed my life, and I'm just an ordinary person and I have been able to achieve this, so I know that you guys can too, and I want to share with you what it is, how you can do it, because this isn't really talked about. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a hot minute, I know, but today we are totally gonna talk about TikTok. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, my name is Natalie. I do TikTok and YouTube, and today we're gonna talk about TikTok. We are gonna talk about the TikTok Creativity Program, which is the program that I am in, and it's how I make my income off of TikTok. I do TikTok full-time. I used to work at Target. I used to just work at a grocery store, and on my 30-minute breaks, I started making vlogs on TikTok, and then it took off and I joined the creativity beta program so I could start monetizing my content, aka making money off of views of my content. And it led to me being able to leave my full-time job. Literally changed my life, and I'm just an ordinary person and I have been able to achieve this, so I know that you guys can too. If you don't even know what TikTok is, it is an app, a social media app that is basically full of just short form content, videos mostly. There are some pictures on there, but it's mostly short form videos, mostly in vertical mode, of all kinds of content out there. It's like, in my opinion, a mini YouTube, a mini vertical YouTube that's like super short videos. At least back in the day, it was all super short videos. Now there's a lot of longer videos out there. Some people can upload up to 30-minute long videos, and you can do landscape mode as well, so very comparable to YouTube. I'll insert a screenshot here of my TikTok account if you want to go follow. How does TikTok pay you? It's kind of like YouTube, where you get paid off of views through ads. It's the same kind of concept with TikTok. There are ads on TikTok as well. I don't know the nitty-gritty details of that, but from my understanding, the brands that host ads on TikTok give money to TikTok, you know, to place their ads there, and then those ads are placed like before or after certain videos, and so that is how creators get paid through the beta program, which is through the ad. So for example, if a certain video is eligible to have more ads, brands are willing to pay to have their ads placed near your video or on your video or right before or after your video, your rate goes up and TikTok will pay that for you. But we'll go into the details. So before TikTok had the beta program, they only had the TikTok Creator Fund. Basically, you make money off of your views on your video. The amount of money that you make just kind of depends on all kinds of factors. But for me personally, when I was just about booming on the app, I was making about 15 cents a day. If I'm lucky, maybe like 30 cents a day. So really, almost nothing, okay? But I was paid for pretty much every single video I made. Every video I made pretty much was eligible for the Creator Fund, but you know, with everything adding up, it was like 15 cents a day. The requirements to join the Creator Fund is that you need to have 10,000 followers, which is very attainable in my opinion. I think that so many people can get it easily as long as you be consistent, post engaging content, have good hooks, and really just consistently put yourself out there, especially in the niche that you are in. Keep throwing it out there, and then once you land on the For You page, you will blow up. Once you land on the For You page once, I think it's very easy to get on the For You page again. And that's basically TikTok recognizing your content, and it'll be so easy to gain 10,000 followers from there. And the more consistently you post, it tells TikTok like, hey, you're active. It tells followers that you are active, and people are more likely to follow you for your content because they trust that you will keep that content coming. And as well as having 10,000 followers, you must also have 100,000 views in the last 30 months, which if your video lands in the For You page and goes viral, that's just one video. You have probably already checked that off of your list. It's pretty easy to get 100K views off of a video that lands on the For You page. In the past, they had the Creator Fund, and then eventually they rolled out this thing called the Creativity Beta Program. This is when it started really getting like similar to YouTube, and TikTok started to allow creators to really maximize on monetizing their content. So at the time I was in the Creator Fund, and I got an invitation. At the time, it was rolling out, you know, it was a beta program. It was I don't even think, is it called the, it might not even be called the Creativity Beta Program anymore. It might just be called the Creativity Program. But at the time it was the beta program for me, and creators could only join it through an invite directly from TikTok. So one day I got a notification on my phone saying that TikTok is inviting me to join the Creativity Beta Program. I was like, what is this? But basically it's just like the Creator Fund, but a little bit more requirements. They're a little bit more picky on what videos are eligible to monetize. But I was like, hey, I'm only making 15 cents a day. There's nothing for me to lose. It can't get any worse. And if I lose 15 cents a day and I start making 0 cents a day, I mean, okay, it's only 15 cents a day. I wanted to take that leap of faith, but I did see hope in it. I saw that, you know, this could really work out, especially for the type of content that I make. So the difference between the Creativity Program and the old Creator Fund is that with the Creator Fund, you get paid for pretty much all your videos. It could be a 15-second long video, a 30-second long video, a 3-minute long video. It's eligible to be monetized. With the Creativity Beta Program, there's a little bit of a criteria of what is eligible to be monetized. So the beta program will only pay you for videos that are longer than 1 minute. 30 seconds, no. 45 seconds, no. Has to be longer than 1 minute. And they will only pay you for qualified views. We'll go into detail about what a qualified view is a little bit later. The requirements to even be eligible for the program is the same requirements as the Creator Fund: 10,000 followers, 100,000 views in the last 30 days, which if you're already eligible for the Creator Fund, you are eligible for the Creativity Beta Program as well, which is why you can switch over. One reason why I was nervous to switch over though is because, and they put this loud and clear in the clause, that once you switch from the Creator Fund to the Creativity Program, you cannot switch back. So it's like, once you walk through that door, there's no going back from here. But then again, I was making 15 cents a day. I was like, what the heck, Natalie? There's nothing for you to lose. Just go for it. And at the time, it was only being rolled out in the US, but now it's available in multiple different countries. Now it's in the US, UK, Brazil, France, Germany, Japan, and Korea. Hopefully more countries will have the beta program. Hopefully Thailand will, because that's where I am now. But back to what makes your content eligible to be monetized on the Creativity Beta Program. The video has to be longer than 1 minute, only qualified views count, and it has to be original content, meaning literally made raw from you. It's literally your content that you created, you yourself. It's not someone else's. You're not stealing someone's work and posting it on yours. It is organically yours. So what is a qualified view? This does not get talked about enough, at least a certain point that I'm going to share with you. I have searched up so many videos on TikTok about the beta program, and they all say the same thing. They're just reading off the most basic things of the Creativity Beta Program, but none of them tell you like the hella details of really what a qualified view is. So first of all, someone has to watch your video for at least the first 5 seconds for that view to qualify. Say you have 1 minute long video, right? All they have to do is watch the first 5 seconds, bam, it counts. You can get paid for that view. If they're watching your video and they only watch the first 2 seconds and they swipe away, it doesn't count. Just the fact that it pops up on their screen doesn't count. They have to stay engaged and watching for at least 5 seconds. If they like, comment, share, favorite, it doesn't add anything to it. That's just a bonus to help increase your engagement and help push your content out even further. But it doesn't add any more value in terms of dollar amount to that specific certain view. It also can only come from one account. Like the view can only come from one account. So for example, why is there a bunch of bugs outside? Ew, what is all that? There's like a million bees right outside my window. What is going on? Is there a wasp nest? That's crazy. Anyways, where was I? So if someone is watching your video over and over and over again, say if they watch it 5 times on loop, that won't qualify as 5 views. That only qualifies as 1 view. And TikTok will pay you a certain amount of money per 1,000 view. So for me, I think my highest point was a little bit over $1 per 1,000 view. Views from bots also don't count. I don't even know how that works, but basically if it's like from a fake person or a fake account, not like a real person, somehow TikTok can know and it just won't count. Now this is where I've never seen anyone talk about this. Maybe I could be wrong, okay? But from my experience, from my research, I'll put a screenshot here if I can go and get a screenshot for you guys. But when I was reading like what qualifies as a qualified view, that view needs to come from the For You page. Only the For You page. That means if your followers watch your video from their following tab on the TikTok app, that doesn't qualify as a view eligible for the beta program. All my followers who watch my videos, even if you watch it on the following page, I love you so much, keep it up. Mwah, I appreciate the support. But you know, just the raw, real business side of TikTok is, it's just business that TikTok will not pay you for a view off of the following feed, only on the For You page. That is because the ads are on the For You page, and that's where all the money comes in. It's from the ads. It's from brands that pay TikTok to place their ads on the TikTok platform, and TikTok will spread those ads across all over TikTok, all over everyone's algorithm. It'll be like before or after someone's TikTok video. So all of those factors are taken into consideration on how TikTok generates like a rate for you as a creator, depending on, you know, what brands are willing to pay to place their ads on your video and whatnot. So that's just something to keep in mind, that in the beta program and even in the creator fund, I believe, just keep in mind that your income will be heavily dependent on landing on the For You page, which honestly, landing on the For You page is not that hard to do in my opinion, especially if you are in a region where like content is just really booming. And there's like just so many users. For example, in the United States, there's so many users. TikTok is booming so much there, so it is so easy for your video to trend and get on the For You page if you live in the United States region, just because there's so much people to push that content out to. But yeah, that's what a qualified view is for the beta program, the creativity beta program. So let's talk about how much I made. Full transparency here, I don't gatekeep much. I mean, some things I will gatekeep obviously, but I remember my first paycheck from the beta program was a little bit over $2,000, which, you know, I was working at a freaking grocery store, okay? That was pretty much the same paycheck that I get from my grocery store working full-time for a month, a whole month, okay? It was even a little bit more. Sometimes at the grocery store I wasn't making up to $2,000. So I was a happy girl. I was so shook. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize that only views from the For You page counted until at one point, like 1 month, my income took a dip and I was like, what is going on? What is the difference? And I was like, well, the only difference is that I wasn't going viral as much. Although my views are still a lot, I wasn't going viral and getting all these views from complete strangers. And that's because I wasn't really landing on the For You page as often, even though my normal day-to-day content was still racking up views from my followers. It just didn't count. And so that's when I went to go read in detail and saw that only views from the For You page would count. So yeah, I was like, wow, it's mostly views from strangers that will count towards the monetization. But not all strangers, because your followers still can see your videos on the For You page. It just depends on what is currently in their TikTok algorithm, because TikTok will push out content curated for every single user, and they generate this algorithm for each user. So that's how you could possibly end up on your followers For You page as well, is if your content happens to align with their algorithm. So how does TikTok pay you? Just like any other employer, TikTok will ask for your information. That's something that I want you all to know and to just expect. That was something that I had to be willing to share with TikTok, just as how I have to share that with my regular like employer at the grocery store, or any employer, you know, it's like for tax purposes and whatnot, but you are like an independent contractor working with TikTok when you join the creativity program. They'll need your phone number, your address, because they need to prove that you are a resident of the countries that have the beta program. So phone number and address for sure. Your social security number, yeah, just stuff like that. However much you made on 1 month, you will get that money the following month on the 15th. So for example, whatever money I made in January, I will get paid on February 15th. Whatever money I made in March, I will get paid on April 15th. So the following month on the 15th is when you get paid. At first, my money was rolling in via direct deposit, but at some point it just started coming in via PayPal. I don't know if TikTok changed something or if I went in and accidentally changed something that I don't know about, but at some point I just started getting my money via PayPal, which is fine. And keep in mind, you may have to pay some fees when you're transferring the funds over to your PayPal account. Nothing too drastic, like a small percentage. But literally, like after I consistently pushed my content out there and was in the beta program, I was so blessed to have like an additional side income along with my full-time job at the time to like save up and do things that I never thought that I could ever do. It just really broadened my horizons, and I'm just an ordinary girl, okay? I'm an ordinary girl just trying to make it through life just like everybody else, and this was one of the ways that helped me to broaden my horizons some more. I know that there's a lot of people out there that also want to do this, and the beta program is still fairly new and booming. So if you want to join it, I'd join it now. If you haven't met the requirements yet, I know that you can, and I'd start working on meeting those requirements now so that you can join the beta program and start monetizing your content to have that passive income. And it's like a bonus cookie from doing things that you already love. Like if video content creating is something that you enjoy, might as well do it so that you can get like a little reward that goes along with doing something that you already enjoy, if that makes sense. I was able to quit my full-time job, and now I just do TikTok full-time, and I've been doing it for a few months now, and I really like it. I don't know how long I'll be doing this because again, I've changed regions, so of course my rate has dropped, but hopefully, you know, the beta program will be available in Thailand as well, and content will be booming more. So we'll just have to see what happens there. But I honestly think that, you know, especially if you're in the US, UK, definitely join the beta program if you can. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm telling you, okay? Like my content isn't even that good, okay? Like I'm gonna be honest here. It's very like raw, natural, real, not like professional or anything like that. It's just very like relatable content, which is enough in this platform. It's enough in this, what is it even called, social media world. Like you don't have to have professional lighting, a professional camera. All of it is in your hands, just your phone. Your phone camera is literally enough. Like literally the opportunity is in your hands, and there is so much that opportunity can branch out into, if that makes sense. So I hope this video could like encourage you to think about trying out TikTok, growing your following, growing your channel, and joining the creativity program, because it's literally changed my life. It truly has, and I have no regrets at all for switching over. You know, it's definitely been such an eye-opening experience that from just being like an ordinary working day-to-day person, I see so many possibilities in every aspect of my life now, just because I was able to branch out into this little thing called TikTok. Like this little thing called TikTok in the beta program, and seeing that, you know, there is such a way to make money literally broadened my horizons. Think about all the freaking possibilities out there that I do not know about. Think about all the niches out there that I literally do not know about, that are other ways to broaden your horizons and try new things, and different ways to earn income, different jobs out there. Like my view was so narrow-minded to just what I see in front of me. But you know, joining TikTok and joining the creativity program, it's really helped me to see that just what I see is not everything. It's literally like atomic. Like it's literally just a small little speck of dust in all of the possibilities out there in the world. I'm probably going off topic here, but I just really wanted to show you guys that like TikTok has literally changed my life, and just not even like my life, like literally my mindset. And I want to share that all with you just in case it could better your lives too. That's the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave it down below. If you want me to make another video going into detail on how I grew my channel and my tips on how you can grow your channel on TikTok, please let me know and I can do that for you. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.